able to be on call live, and even though I had some technical difficulties in my call that I recorded the other night, I think that we have it all figured out, so we're going to be ready to go. If you have a question or something that you want to say during the call, you can write it in the questions area. And I'm sorry that you hear my children screaming in the background, but that's just part of being a mom and having a business at your home. So that is just part of the fun here at my house. But anyway, what you can do if you have a question is go ahead and type it in and make sure that you press the little thing that raises the hand so that we can for sure see that you are doing that. Okay, so can everybody hear me? Can somebody type in that they hear me? Is that possible? So I can make sure that we are going. I'm just going to wait a minute right here because it says that my thing is paused. There we go. Good evening, everyone. This is Kirsten Wright, and I would like, if someone could type in if they can hear me, that would be awesome. Go ahead and type in if you can hear me, and then raise your little hand so that I can know that you're talking to me. That would be awesome. Okay, clicking here. Just bear with me here for a minute. Okay, I heard that. You can hear me, but it's sort of going in and out a bit. So I'm just going to try to talk a little bit louder, and hopefully people can hear me and hear what is going on. Okay, great. So welcome to the very first Wright team call. Again, I'm so glad that you are all on the call tonight. So we're just going to jump right in and get started. So what I wanted to start with tonight, again, I apologize for my kids making some noise in the background, but actually, as you can see at the slide, my kids are my why. And I just want to remind you all, as we get started tonight, to think about your why. Sometimes our why changes as we progress in our business and as we progress in our life, and that is one of the most important things to keep in your mind as you are heritage making, as you are working to grow your heritage makers business. So try to think about what your why was perhaps when you signed up to be a consultant, unless it was very, very recently, and perhaps what your why is right now. My current why is to be able to spend more time and more quality time with my kids. And I am a mom of 6, as you can see, for those of you who don't know me as well, and I homeschool my kids, so I am with them a lot during the day. But in the past, for the past like 18 years, I've been a piano teacher as well, and that takes up a lot of my afternoon and evening time. So I have started supplementing that with Heritage Makers, and as my Heritage Makers business grows, I am cutting back on my piano lessons time, and that is my why. I want to be able to cut back on that almost entirely so that I can be free to decide when I want to work. And with Heritage Makers, I have the opportunity to do that. I can schedule workshops when I want. I can schedule demos. I can schedule events. And I am not tied to a certain time every week when I need to go and teach the piano lessons. Another one of my whys has also sort of evolved as I've done this business. This business has allowed me to be an encourager and sort of come alongside some other moms that I'm meeting in a way that I really never thought when I started doing this business, and it's become one of the most important things to me. I am able to go out and do workshops and meet people that I probably would not have met if it wasn't for this company. And most of the people that I meet are moms. I'm going to workshops, I'm meeting friends of other friends of other friends, and I'm meeting all these moms, and I've found that we all share such a common heart, and we all want so many of the same things for our kids. We want them to know how much they're loved and how important they are and who they are. And I have found that this business has been able to help me encourage those moms. So that is what's really driving me, and when I go out and do a workshop and I come across a situation like that, it just fills me right back up again, and it allows me to have those paychecks of the heart that are so wonderful and such a reason why I do this business. So take a few minutes this week and think about what your why is. So the first thing that I want to do tonight officially on this call is give some recognition. So the first person I want to recognize is the super awesome Katie Grimes. Katie Grimes just hit her fast start in the last month. She started with the business on February 26th of this year, and she just jumped right in right away. As you can see here, here's her and some pictures of her sweet family. She has 2 boys and 2 little twin girls and an awesome husband, and she is just a little fireball, and she is having a great time with the Heritage Makers business, and she is doing such an awesome job. So congratulations, Katie Grimes, on hitting your fast start, and I can't wait to see how your business progresses from here. Some more recognition. First time sponsoring. I have 2 consultants who just recently sponsored in the last few days for their very, very first time. One of them is Kylie Hicken, and she's my sister, so that is why I was able to put a very strange and bizarre photo of her up here. And actually I restrained myself because there are many as a sister that I have access to. But I like this one because she looks like she's very hungry. So she's hungry to grow her business is what she is. And then a beautiful picture of Shannon Huvie. So both of them sponsored for the first time this month. And congratulations to those girls. And for any of you who have not sponsored yet, you still have more than a week left in this month. So you can still get that in this month. Some more recognition. We have 3 consultants that are actually on track to advance to star this month for the very first time. Kylie Hicken, who we just saw on the last slide. I did put a normal, beautiful picture of her up this time to hopefully redeem myself. Shannon Huvie, again, will be hitting star, and Jamie Harmon will probably also be hitting star this month. I did just get to spend the weekend with both Jamie Harmon and Kylie Hicken. We did an event together in Nashville, and we just had a blast meeting the women in Nashville and telling them all about Heritage Makers, and it was just a great time. All right, we are going to pop into just some announcements, some company announcements right now. If you were not on the company call a few weeks ago at the beginning of May, you might have missed some of these new product upgrades and products that the company will be introducing any day now. They were hoping to roll them out, all of these things that we're going to show, in the middle of May. And they're just sort of finishing everything up, and I'm not even sure exactly when they're going to be rolling out, but it should be very, very soon. The first product upgrade that the company is rolling out is a corner rounding option and also a matte finish option for some of our cards. And this option, both these options are going to be available on the invitation, so both the 4x6 and the 5x7, the ones that are 2-sided, are business cards, and then the 4x8 photo cards. On the business cards, you've got a 1/4 inch rounding option and a 1/2 inch on the bigger cards. And you will have to pay an upgrade to get these different things at checkout. So you'll just make your card as normal. You'll make your business cards as normal when you're in studio. And then when you get to the checkout, you'll have the little upgrade box that will allow you to choose either your corner rounding options or your matte finish options. The upgrade points on here are for the corner rounding, and I could not find the slide for the matte finish, so I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head what that is. So we are expanding our phone case collection. We had some trouble with the iPhone 4 case that we were carrying before, right before Christmas time. We had a lot of complaints that, number one, it would fall apart because it had a little snap together design. Those of you who had it, it had a top part and a little bottom part, and sometimes those would fall apart really easily. So now it's a total one-piece snap-on design, much sturdier, but it has a non-replaceable insert, whereas the last one you could just order replacements, but the company found that actually people weren't ordering that many of those replacements. So they decided to go with this one because it was a little sturdier and a little well put together. We have a new iPhone 5 case as well that you can see there. Also simple snap-on design, but this one does have a replaceable insert. Popular request was a tough case for people that drop their phones a lot, or their children drop their phones a lot, which is what happens in my house. So we do have a snap-on tough case and also non-replaceable insert for that one. And finally, a Samsung Galaxy 3 case. So I can finally get a Heritage Makers case for my phone because I was one of those losers that does not have an iPhone. Okay, next product upgrade that we have is an upgrade on our metal prints. Those of us who have seen the metal prints have seen that they are just beautiful, and the way they look is so stunning. Well, we now at checkout will have the opportunity for a white metal print. And again, you will just make your metal print as normal in Studio and upgrade it to the white metal print for no additional cost at checkout. And you can see in this picture here, the white metal print option is on the right, and it just truly, truly makes the colors really vibrant. Now, with our bags, we have a product upgrade. Number one, we are changing the name of our bags because bucket bag was really not that exciting of a name. It doesn't really sound very posh to say, I'm going to go grab my bucket bag and throw my stuff in it. So we are changing it to the brag bag because that's truly what it is. It is a way to brag about your wonderful family as you are walking around town. So we have our regular brag bag, and then we're calling our larger one the big brag bag. And for the regular size brag bag, you can get 3 different linings on the inside now, polka dot, floral, and stripe. And you can choose that single strap across the top like shown. And the lining is 15 extra points. Single strap is 15 extra points as well. And then our brand new product is the new Bitty Brag bag. So this bag is much smaller. It's about a 7x7 bag. It would be perfect for a younger girl. And it has the same sort of snap flap closure on the top with the zippers inside, a key fob, and the metal feet. This is available for a limited time. It's actually supposedly being discontinued by the company that we sub this out to, but they have said that if we order a lot of these, if this becomes something that is a popular product for us at Heritage Makers, they will continue to make it for us. So if it becomes as popular as our regular size brag bag and big brag bag, then they will keep this as an ongoing product for us. The price of this is 150 points, which again, like the other bags that we have, is a lot of points. It's a lot of points to spend on a bag. But keep in mind that these are really meant to be an incentive for you to get hostesses, because on our hostess flyer, they've actually added a new little section of the hostess flyer with this tiny product here. If a hostess has a qualifying workshop with 2 sales and gets 2 bookings, she can order this new Bitty Brag bag for only $30. And so that is a great deal. And that is totally something that is doable for someone perhaps buying it for a younger child, like a little girl, a tween age. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to do with this product, I'm going to approach some moms of girls and see if I can put together a bunch of little mother-daughter workshops. So they're focused really just towards mothers and daughters. And then part of what I will say as I'm talking to the potential hostesses is say that if they host a workshop and they get 2 bookings, then their daughter will be able to design her own little bitty brag bag for only $30. And how fun would that be for a little, 9, 10, 11-year-old girl to be able to go into studio and create her own little bitty brag bag. She would just be the talk of the town. So that is sort of how I am thinking that I'm going to use this product. And then what you could do, you could sort of take that idea of a mother-daughter workshop and you could run with it. You could talk more about posters for the little girls' rooms and different things, different products during your workshop that are focused towards girls that age, just to kind of do something different and fun. Okay, so now we are going to have a little training on our new incentive for the summer. So May 1st was the beginning of our Get Your Shine On incentive. This incentive runs all the way through August 7th, which is a little weird. Usually it just runs like May through, obviously the end of July. But they're giving us 1 extra week at the beginning of August to still get points in for this incentive, because August 8th is the first day of reunion in Arizona. So they're giving us all the way up until reunion starts to get our points in for this incentive. This incentive is focused, number 1, on getting people to reunion, on giving people the ability to get there at a much reduced rate. So you will see as we talk about on the next couple slides here, you'll see what I mean by that. But you can see here, as you work your business on this slide, you will get points for just different things that you do anyway as you grow your business. Now, if you are someone new to Heritage Makers, this may be confusing because you know that we do all our publishing with points, and 1 point equals $1 and all of that. These points are not that. These are just incentive points. This is just a way for the company to sort of have a little ongoing contest for a few months. So these points are just actual points towards your incentive prize at the end of the 3 months. So just for being on your own personal club, you get points. You get 100 points a month if you're on Gold Club. For each new person that you sign up for club, each month you're going to get 20 points. Now they've added something new here, as you see. We've never had this on an incentive before since we've had club. You can also get 20 incentive points for each $100 in new volume that may not be club volume. So that means if you go out and sell a bunch of basic points packages, you can still get incentive points for it. Our last few incentives only gave you incentive points if you sold club, but we want to reward you for also selling basic point packages. So that is why they added this on this new incentive. For every consultant, you get 100 points. When you help your consultant rank advanced to active and then star, if you personally rank advanced to star, 2-star director, that's when you start to see a lot of points bump up there. So here is what's going to happen at the end of this entire period. At the end of August 7th, what they will do is they will count up all of the points that you have received, and I'm going to tell you in a minute where you can find all that information on an ongoing basis in your virtual office. But as you can see on the left, it shows you the different levels you can achieve. If you earn 800 points, these are the things that you can pick as your prize. I told you before that this incentive is really focused on getting people to reunion. We know that when a consultant gets to reunion, their business just blows up. In fact, last year was the very first time that I was able to attend reunion. And I attended reunion at the end of September, and I hit director the very next month. Reunion honestly, it just got me so amazingly excited about this company and my business, gave me so many tools to use. I attended all these different workshops about so many different aspects of the company that I just had all the tools when I came back just to hit the ground running and advance in my business. So I know that it worked for me, so I know that it can work for you too. And the company has seen that happen to lots and lots and lots of different consultants. So as you can see here, each level of this incentive offers you reunion cash. That is money towards your ticket if you want to go to reunion. Now, if you know for sure that there's no way you're going to be able to get to reunion, you can obviously choose these other gifts here, like publishing points and things like that. So don't worry, it's not all your work is not going to be for nothing if you can't get to reunion. But we just really want to encourage you to get there if there's any way you possibly can. A ticket to reunion, the actual ticket to attend everything that's there, the whole 3-day conference, is $250. So you can see that third level of the incentive gets you that for absolutely free. So if you can, in the next 3 months and 1 week, earn 1,600 incentive points, you're going to get your reunion ticket for absolutely free. And then you can also see you'll get a reunion glam photo shoot, a Your Story Your Way cover, and 50 free Your Story Your Way issues. That is that little business magazine that they send you in your kit that has all the stories about different consultants in the company and their success stories and things. So what they will do when you hit that level is they will give you your own photo shoot, and they will make 50 free issues of that with your face on it so that you can feel like you're the coolest person in the world when you hand out a magazine with your face on it. So anyway, that is kind of how that incentive works. I ran the numbers, and as I was looking through this, I realized that truly this is not that complicated. It's not that difficult to reach these higher levels of this incentive this time because they're giving you so many points for different things. If you work really hard these next 3 months, even to the point of really doing 5 and 1, 5 clubs and 1 consultant a month. And that's not even a super hard thing to do. That's truly 1, maybe 2 workshops. But 5 and 1 will get you, if you do 5 and 1 and help that 1 consultant each month rank advance up to hopefully star by the end of the 3 months, then you are not only going to rank advance to 2-star if you get 2 of those 3 consultants up to star, but you are going to reach that highest level of this incentive, which is really exciting. This is the part of this incentive that I think is the most exciting, a rank advance bonus. The company has never done this before, and this is the time for you to work your business this summer because you are going to be monetarily rewarded just for rank advancing. So any of you, if you have never hit star before and you rank advance to star and then requalify again the following month, which is always easier to requalify the next month because usually to get to star in the first place, you're going to be signing up a bunch of clubs. So then the next month, when those clubs renew, you already have a head start on hitting star again. So if you just book a couple more workshops, you're going to get there. So if you hit star and you requalify again the following month, you will get a $100 bonus. So that is not your commissions that you normally get paid. That is just a bonus on top of it. If you can rank advance sometime in these 3 months to 2-star consultants, and a 2-star consultant, remember, is a consultant who has 2 legs under her that are at star level, 2-star legs. So if you are a consultant and you have 2 girls under you that are generating at least $500 a month in sales, either by themselves or perhaps they have a consultant under them, so the 2 of those can add up to $500, then you are a 2-star consultant. That will give you a $250 bonus when you requalify. So some of you that have not hit star yet, if you hit star and then the next month hit 2-star, that's $350 that you've gotten right there. And if you can push to director in these 3 months, then on top of that, they're going to give you $500. So someone who has not yet rank advanced at all, if they went all the way through star, 2-star, and director in the next 3 months, which can absolutely happen, it happens to people all the time, then they will have gotten $850 just in bonus. That does not include their commissions or anything else. So that is super exciting. Now, on the flip side of the Shine incentive, it gives another little bonus for brand new consultants. If you are a brand new consultant with our company who joined since April, then if you reach your fast start, just your normal fast start, which we offer to all consultants, if you reach your fast start, you are going to get a free reunion registration. So if you are new and you just want to power through and hit your fast start, then you're already going to have that free $250 reunion ticket, so then you can take the publishing points on that incentive. So that's really exciting. So again, fast start, remember, is in your first 45 days with the company, if you can sign up 10 new Club HM members, sponsor 1 consultant, and then personally rank advance yourself to star, which means 500 in sales, then that is how you hit your fast start. You can see down there on the bottom all of the different things that you can get when you hit your fast start. So you may be wondering, what else can you do to help grow your business for the next couple of months as you're really pushing to rank advance over the summer? So there's a couple of things that I recommend. Number one, take advantage of all of the things that the company has to offer. They have given us so many resources on our website and through the Facebook pages to help you grow your business. And one of the most awesome ones is Wendy McGee does a call, Diamonds in Training. She does them every Monday, and these are calls focused on consultants that are really working and trying to grow their business. She goes over all sorts of different training topics and inspiration and things like that, and she does record each one of those calls. So if you cannot go on those calls live on Mondays, then you can watch them later. You can just pop on the Wendy McGee Organization Facebook page. She always posts that call, the recording after the call, and watch those calls. She is the most inspirational person I think I've probably ever met in my lifetime. She is so good at training and coaching. So if you are really looking to grow your business, that is right there for you. You have a wealth of information and just training right there with the #1 consultant in our company. She is the only Diamond executive that we have currently, and so you can learn from the best. Now, we are just going to do a little bit of, just down to earth, talking about how to go about your business. So number one is to set your office hours. If you're just getting started, this is for you, or perhaps if you have been doing your business for a long time, we always need to sort of rethink about how we're organizing our business and make sure that we're taking all the correct steps to let our business grow as much as it could. So what you want to do always is make sure that your calendar is full to start with. We know that in the direct sales business, if you do not have any events on your calendar, that basically means you're out of business. So our calendar is important. If you do not have events on your calendar, take time to fill in on your calendar a time that you can devote, probably an hour, to having your own booking blitz. And what that means is you know that you are just going to set aside some time to sit down and call everybody that you can think of. Our customer service manager, Susie Berg, calls it your chicken list, which are the people that you're normally too chicken to call. So you never know what might happen when you call those people on your chicken list. So just sit down and make some phone calls. Now, one thing that you can do when you're making your phone calls is think of something special that you want to offer them. So you might want to do what I was talking about. Call people that you know have daughters around that age that might like the Bitty Brag Bag. So you could sort of focus on that and try to get workshops that kind of went along that way. You could also take an idea from Amy Austin, who is one of our gold directors in California. She did a thing not too long ago where she called people who were on Club HM and people that were past hostesses, and she told them that she was having a special and that if they booked a workshop with her, she would either arrive at their house an hour early or stay at their house an hour late and give them an hour of her design time for free. And she said she normally charges $30 an hour for that, but she would do that for free if someone booked a workshop for her. So that means those customers that you have, and we all have them, that really sort of feel like they need some hand-holding when they are starting to get working in studio, call those people and tell them, I will come and I will sit with you, I will work on a project with you, I will show you how to get started. Sometimes that is all they need to get really excited about Heritage Makers. I just did that a few weeks ago. I had a customer call me, and she was just having a difficult time with studio, and she actually, she said she was ready just to take a $90 loss on her club. And I called her back and I said, I would never let anybody ever, ever, ever do that. Let's get together. Let me show you how to do this. You'll be so surprised at how easy this is. So I met her at Panera, and she got so excited about how easy it was to make something on Heritage Makers just because I sat there with her. She could have gone on at home and watched the tutorials, but we all know different people with different personalities. Sometimes that doesn't work for them. They really need somebody to sit next to them and show them step by step. She was so excited about it. She wants to book a workshop. She's thinking about being a consultant. So just think about that. Call people, offer them your design help. They might just need that to get them to be willing to book a workshop, and then you'll have a customer for life. So when you set up your office hours, number one, make sure your calendar is full, and if it is not, have a booking blitz. Then you can kind of look at your office hours and divide it up into different things. Workshops, when are you going to do workshops? When are you going to coach your hostesses that you have coming up? When are you going to make phone calls? When are you going to mentor people? And when are you going to have time to work on your own projects? And I'm going to show you a way you can organize that here in a minute. So here's a weekly business plan that the company put out. This person set up their hours, as you can see up on top, and these are not my hours. My hours are totally different than this. In fact, unfortunately, I'm not able to have a 3-hour time block of time, any time that I can devote to my business really during the week. It's sort of pick and choose because of where I am in my life right now, but someday that would be awesome. But I like what they did here during the week. Monday, team day. So on Mondays, you work on recruiting, calling people that are potential consultants for you, and working with your consultants that are on your personal team. Tuesday, work on workshops, sales, club HM. And they have sponsoring here too, but I consider sponsoring part of team day. So what I would do on Tuesdays is really work on workshops and sales, calling people that were at workshops, scheduling workshops, calling people perhaps that are on Club HM that haven't logged in a while, possibly calling people that have recently published and see if they're interested in hosting a workshop. Thursdays on personal training, go into the virtual office and watch something in the consultant training. Play in studio, make things, and do some things on social media to market your business. Follow-up Fridays is your day to close the deal, whether it's closing the deal with sponsoring or closing the deal with clubs or closing the deal with booking a workshop. And then probably once a month having a DigiCrop or perhaps doing workshops in the evening. I think that's a pretty good plan, and if you make a plan, stick to it, it'll be much more successful for you. This is a form that I just recently found in Virtual Office that has probably been there a long time, and I never even knew it was there. So this just goes to show you that if you go into your Virtual Office and just start clicking, just explore in there. You might find some things that you never knew that were in there and will really help you. So I print this out, and I go by this as a daily planner. You can just go through this and write down people who you have to call, and you can see it lays it all out for you. But if you go into your Virtual Office, under your materials library, you will find this form. You can just save it on your computer and print it out as you need it. It's a great way to schedule your day. So even if you have 10 minutes or if you have 3 hours like that girl that had that schedule up there before, whatever time you have, you know what you're doing in that time, and your time is focused, and you'll be more successful. This is something that was just posted on the Wendy McGee organization page the other day, and I thought it was sort of neat, so I wanted to share it with you. A lot of us are not thinking about the holidays right now, but it is a great thing to talk about when you're doing a workshop or if you're talking to somebody, because if you know the numbers in your head about our different club levels and how many points someone would have if they joined club in June through November, which is probably when you want to publish to make sure that you have everything by Christmas. So that 6 months time, you can see if they are on bronze with the sign up for 6 months, they're going to have 340 points by the time they get to Christmas time. But they've only paid $230. That's a great deal. Look at the gold with the sign up with 6 months. 1,000 publishing points for only $650. That's pretty amazing. And when you also tell someone that, you know, those points are not going to expire for 2 years, those 1,000 points, that's really exciting. So put the bug in people's ear that even if they're, you know, not planning on making a lot of things right now, Christmas is going to be there before they know it. So club is the best way to be on a savings plan for Christmas. It's like layaway. They can pay just a little bit at a time. Then when they get to Christmas, they don't have to shell out all that extra money for extra points. So think about that as you are having your workshops. Okay, it is time to connect. So those of you who live near a Connect meeting, it is the time of the month for you to go and register for your local Connect meeting. The company has been finding that the first couple months that the Connect meetings were going on, and consultants were registering for Connect meetings and things, but it seems now that they're just sort of showing up. So the company doesn't really have any way to know how many people are utilizing this program. So we are trying to get the word out to all of our consultants. If you are someone that goes to a Connect meeting, and I hope you all are, go to your virtual office and register for the Connect meeting. That will also ensure that if you register and you have done something awesome for recognition, that your consultant, that your sponsor, or whoever is leading that Connect meeting that month, will be able to have all the information. What happens is home office will they look at everyone who's registered for the Connect meetings, and they give the facilitator for the Connect meeting information on those consultants so that those consultants can be recognized. We know that recognition is one of the things that really helps your business. It is just a great feeling to be recognized for your hard work. So we want to make sure that we're doing that. So please, please go to your virtual office. Underneath your Business at a Glance is where you can register. If you click on the Programs tab, you'll see a Connect tab, and you can register for this next month's Connect meeting. What else can you do to grow your business? Well, the Direct Sales Women's Alliance, which is the Alliance for Direct Selling Women, they are doing some special calls just for Heritage Makers consultants this summer. They did have the first call already this week, and there are 2 more calls the rest of this summer. On June 25th, there's a booking strategies call, so it's really all about how to keep your calendar full. Just like we talked before, if you do not have a full calendar, then what is going to happen to your business? So that's a great call to listen to if you're trying to find different ways to fill your calendar. And then July 23rd, Super Selling Strategies. The DSWA is an organization that you can join because you are in the direct sales business, and they have all sorts of just different products and services and things to support you as someone in direct sales. We got to listen to the head of the DSWA. She spoke at our reunion last year, and she also was our guest speaker at Leadership in Utah a few weeks ago. And it's just an amazing company. There's a lot of insight there. The women that are in leadership of the DSWA are women that have been tremendously successful in their careers in direct sales, so they know what they're talking about, and they're really good at explaining it, and they're very motivating. So those are great things for you to listen to as well as you're looking for your business. Okay, so here is just a little bit of what's going on in the next couple months. Wednesdays are our team calls, and thank you again so much for those of you who are on our first team call. as you can see on our calendar, we will have a team call next week. And then in June, we're actually, we're only going to have 2 team calls in June. The first week of June, June 6th, is a total company call. So since the company is going to give you great, awesome information in June, I didn't feel like we needed to have our own team call that week. So I would rather you all just go on the company call on Thursday, June 6th. So make sure with that one again that you go into your virtual office, under your business at a glance, click on company calls, and you can register for that call right there. Then the next week, June 19th, is when I'm actually going to be in New York City as the incentive for the New York incentive. So that is going to be super fun. I'm very excited to get to spend a few days in New York City with some of my Heritage Makers friends, and we'll be sure to take lots of pictures and tell you all about that on the next call on the 26th when I get back. Then we are also going to start new consultant training calls. My hope was to have those every Friday, but as I look through the next couple months, I see that that is sort of going to be a difficult thing to do. So I think as long as we have at least 1, hopefully 2 a month of those new consultant calls, that will be a good thing. So if you are a brand new consultant, or when you sponsor a brand new consultant, be sure to get them on those new consultant calls. They are going to be basics, like how do you set up your website, how to get your calendar going with your grand opening, just finding your trainings in virtual office, just real tips and tricks for right at the beginning when you're first getting started with your business. So a new consultant probably would only have to go on that call once, because it's going to be pretty basic getting started stuff. But you are all welcome to go on that anytime that you want, or if you need a refresher in some of those things. I would also like to take suggestions for things to do trainings on that call. So if you know of things that you as a new consultant or some of your new consultants need training on, please let me know. Send me an email, put something on the Facebook page so that I know that we're getting the training on that call that we need to have on that call. Now, we also have, for our local people that are here, I put our DigiCrop, and our Connect meeting is going to be June 15th. It is going to be at the place that we usually have it. We are looking for a new location, but I have not found a good one yet. So it is at the Sleep Inn conference room, party room, the big room, on June 15th. We will do our Connect meeting at 7 o'clock, and if any of you have potential consultants that you want to bring, I can do a business opportunity live presentation for them, and we can decide if it would be better to have that at 6 or at 8, and we'll talk about that locally. So just let me know if you have anyone coming to that. So those of you who are local, I just wanted to give you a little preview of our craft, the make and take that we're going to do. I designed this little dad's stash thing to go on the buckets. It's going to go on the smaller size bucket, and I haven't put one together yet. That's why you just see a picture of my Thanksgiving bucket. But I think it'll be such a cute little Father's Day gift to fill up with Dad's favorite candy, the stuff that he loves to eat, and then I did leave a little blank spot so they could personalize it and put their names on it. So that is our little make and take craft for our June DigiCrop. So for that DigiCrop, if you're a consultant, I would like for you to contribute $20 to help with the room, and please tell your clients that it is $10, which includes all their snacks, drinks, and the craft, and also a little bit of help with the room. So that is what's coming up. So questions and future training topics. Since we are going to be doing these calls as regularly as we can, I would like to make sure that I'm addressing the things that you need. I know that people have asked for some training on Virtual Office, how to look at your different reports in there and find out like how you're getting paid and if you got paid and all those different things. So that is one thing that I know that we're going to do a training on soon. I also have plans to do our next training on our next team call on different digital publishing companies out there and how they compare with Heritage Makers. Don Lenoff, our Director of Marketing, has just put together a spreadsheet where he took Shutterfly and Snapfish and Mixbook and Creative Memories and a bunch of different companies out there, and he has different lines of information, like what their prices are compared to us, what their customer service is, what their art collection is, how their, paper is, what their binding is like. And that's a really, really important thing for us to look at so that you guys have all the answers that you can give people when they talk to you about those things. He's going to put a nice copy of it in Virtual Office soon, but it's not up yet. But it'll be a great thing for you to have in a binder that you can take even to workshops with you. And if someone asks you questions and they want to know, how does Heritage Makers compare to these other places, then you can pull that out and you can just flat out show them. So it's not just for us, like you can show that to customers as well, because we're not afraid of looking at ourselves against these other companies. We know that our company is above and beyond in lots of different ways, and this is just a hard copy way for you to explain that to them. So if you have any other specific questions or future training topics that you would like addressed on these team calls, please put them on our Facebook page or email me so that I can see and I can make sure that all of those are on there. And so once again, I just want to thank you for being on this call, and I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.